Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the second edition of today. And today, I'm going to tell you about something that I wore not last night, but the night before. And it was kind of pleasantly surprising. Um, so stay right there. It's DB. I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. So, what I wore the other day was Roja Parfum de la Nuit 3. And I'm here to tell you guys, I'm very, 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 very pleasantly surprised with this. And now let me tell you something real funny before I even get started. Is I was actually going through my drawers, and I have a Dua version of this that I didn't, that I read it and I smelled it, and I'm like, it's not what I want. And then I walked into the closet where I have the rest of my decants and stuff, pulled this out, smelled it, and like, man, this is what I want. And then I sprayed it on. I'm like, man, this smells familiar. And I forgot that I was smelling the Duo version of it all. And I was going to wear it first. But anyway, I wore the Roja. And it's pronounced Roja. So anyway, this to me, guys, is phenomenal. And I'll be honest with you. You would think this is a rather wintry fragrance, and not really a wintry fragrance. It was kind of warm the other day, and I pulled this off quite well. I did have about 7 squirts, which is about 3 out of a bottle. But like as soon as you put it on, it does have like a funky. I think the Styrax in there may have a little put off, and there's little piney smells to it. And at first it's not anything that I cared to wear, but after an hour, all of a sudden it changed. It was still projecting. It did 3 hours of projection, but after about half of that time, hour and a half, it started changing, but still projecting. I was like, wow, okay. So I got amber, incense, leather. I could smell that. Very, very nice. And the incense in there is done very, very nice. I can smell that, and it's done absolutely beautiful along with that amber. And then you got some flowers mixed in there. And I just think it's beautifully done. So I got 14 hours all in all on this, even on my skin. So for a third day in a row, guys, I actually got a fragrance to stay on my skin longer than 8 hours. And I told y'all before, if I can find fragrances that last on my skin more than 6 hours, I'm a happy man. So this was 12 hours on my skin, 14 hours on my clothes. I don't see how anybody could complain about that. I thoroughly enjoyed this fragrance. I will see if I can't try to find that in a bottle, which I know is probably way out my league. But I like that one. I like Scandal, and I like that one so far. So I'm getting into the Roja and trying to figure out which ones I like and which ones I don't like. And right now it's about 50-50. So anyway, so off the dot, you're going to get 3 hours projection. I got 10 on my skin, 12 hours on my clothes, 14 hours on my clothes, 12 on my skin, sorry. And I just loved it. It just stayed a beautiful fragrance. Now in the very, very end, about the last 2 hours, it was flowery, but you could still kind of catch that hint of amber. I absolutely enjoyed it all the way through. I'm not a flower guy. Yes, guys, got rose in it. So the rose actually blended very well. You couldn't really smell the rose much in there. Right off the dot, the rose gave you a little bit of a, I know it's rose in there, but didn't last long. Died down real well. So listen, guys, I enjoyed it. Please tune in tonight for Exposed TV. Don't think you're going to want to miss this one. I really, really, really been waiting to expose this guy for quite some time, and I've left it alone, and I left it alone, and now I think it's about time that I expose. So tune in. You never know what you're going to get. This is DB, and I just took you behind the nonsense. Have a great morning.